President Trump announces James M.
Workers have removed Donald Trump's name from the Kennedy Center facade.
Elon Musk has become the world's first trillionaire, following SpaceX's blockbuster.
Discover why American consumer sentiment saw a modest rise in June.
Welcome to Matox News. This is the Weekly Recap, your weekly news summary.
Welcome to MatoxNews Weekly Recap. In the next few minutes, we break down the stories that shape technology, business, global affairs, and culture this week. Why they matter, what changed, and what to watch next. Trump taps James McDonald to lead influential Southern District of New York. Here's what just changed. President Trump announces James M. McDonald as the next U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York. Learn about McDonald's qualifications and the powerful role of the SDNY in federal law enforcement. The larger stakes are in policy, security, and diplomacy far beyond one region. Watch for official responses, diplomatic fallout, and whether this develops into a larger geopolitical shift.
Kennedy Center removes Trump name following court order upholding congressional authority. The bigger geopolitical signal is this. Workers have removed Donald Trump's name from the Kennedy Center facade after an appeals court upheld a judge's ruling, emphasizing that only Congress can change the landmark's official designation. What gives this weight is the effect it could have on security calculations and diplomatic positioning. Watch for official responses, diplomatic fallout, and whether this develops into a larger geopolitical shift.
Elon Musk achieves trillionaire status as SpaceX soars on Nasdaq debut. Here's the economic angle behind the headline. Elon Musk has become the world's first trillionaire, following SpaceX's blockbuster IPO on Nasdaq, valuing the company at $2.2 trillion and cementing his status as the planet's wealthiest individual. What matters here is the signal it sends to markets, executives, and capital allocation. Watch for earnings reactions, price movement, and whether executives turn this into a broader, strategic pivot.
U.S. consumer sentiment sees modest uptick as gas prices ease. Here's what this could mean for markets and the economy. Discover why American consumer sentiment saw a modest rise in June due to easing gas prices, yet remains historically low amidst ongoing inflation and geopolitical concerns. MatoxNews reports on the latest economic data. What matters here is the signal it sends to markets, executives, and capital allocation. Watch for earnings reactions, price movement, and whether executives turn this into a broader strategic pivot.
FBI issues urgent cybersecurity warning. Impostor IT staff target businesses. This is where the technology angle gets serious. The FBI warns U.S. businesses, especially law firms, about the silent ransom group's alarming tactic of impersonating IT staff, even in person, to steal sensitive data and deploy ransomware. Learn how to protect your organization. The key implication is where this may push platform strategy, oversight, and real-world uptake next. Watch for platform responses, regulator reactions, and whether adoption accelerates or stalls in the coming days.
Google's debug project seeks EPA nod to release millions of sterile mosquitoes. Here's why this development matters right now. Google's debug project is seeking federal approval to deploy millions of sterile male mosquitoes in 3 states to combat disease-carrying populations. MatoxNews reports on the innovative public health initiative. The broader shift here is how this could redirect product strategy, regulation, and the next wave of adoption. Watch for platform responses, regulator reactions, and whether adoption accelerates or stalls in the coming days.
NBA star James Harden arrested in Houston on weapons charge. Here's the key development. NBA guard James Harden was reportedly arrested in Houston on a misdemeanor weapons charge. The Cleveland Cavaliers issued a statement following the incident, which occurred weeks after their playoff elimination. The real takeaway is how this could influence audiences institutions, and what happens next. Watch for how audiences, institutions, and competitors respond as the story keeps unfolding next week.
Now the deep dive. Trump taps James McDonald to lead influential Southern District of New York. This is the story that best explains where the week may be. President Trump announces James M. McDonald as the next U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York. Learn about McDonald's qualifications and the powerful role of the SDNY in federal law enforcement. The larger stakes are in policy, security, and diplomacy far beyond one region. Watch for official responses, diplomatic fallout, and whether this develops into a larger geopolitical shift.
Flash Recap 1. Tallarico's Texas Roots campaign under scrutiny. Amid significant out-of-state funding, discover how Texas Democratic Senate nominee James Tallarico's campaign, which touts deep Texas roots, is fueled by nearly 50% out-of-state donations, sparking debate.
Flash Recap 2. UNRWA dismisses 70 Gaza staffers amid mounting Hamas allegations. UNRWA has terminated 70 Gaza staff members following Israeli accusations of Hamas ties, a move that intensifies calls for greater transparency and oversight in
Flash Recap 3. Federal judge clears way for America 250 events at White House Lincoln Memorial. A federal judge dismissed a challenge to the America 250 events, including UFC Freedom 250, ruling plaintiffs lacked legal standing.
Flash Recap 4. Iran peace deal nears completion, Hormuz reopening expected. A new deal to end hostilities between the U.S. and Iran is nearing completion, promising the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz and a path.
Flash Recap 5. U.S. military eliminates Tren de Aragua leader Niño Guerrero in decisive strike. President Trump announced a U.S. military strike successfully eliminated Niño Guerrero, the notorious leader of the Tren de Aragua gang, marking
Flash Recap 6. Treasury Secretary Bessent declares Texas economy America's new center of gravity. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent highlights the surging Texas economy as America's new center of gravity, contrasting its pro-growth policies with California's failed.
That was your MatoxNews Weekly Recap. Which story will have the biggest impact next? Tell us in the comments. Follow Matox News for the next major developments. And join us every Sunday at 6 p.m. for the next breakdown.